You know, this thing about cancel culture, to be honest, is usually for the right wing and white men on the right wing side, because they say, yeah, the freedom of speech is under attack. Jordan Peterson got banned from Twitter because he violated the guidelines, and so many people are canceled, and Joe Rogan got canceled for saying the N-word. But black people have been canceled for the last 400 years. Even if you take something like socialism, and the funny thing is the hypocrisy of these men like Jordan Peterson and so on. They accuse the left of cancel culture, but the truth is socialism has been cancelled for the last 150 years. You have no idea of what Karl Marx taught. You don't know what communism is. You don't know what socialism is. You don't even know what real libertarianism is or libertarian socialism. All of these traditions are completely cancelled. And immediately when you mention socialism, oh, Soviet Union, Stalin, it's tyranny, it's murder. No, it's not. That's not what it means. Communism, oh my God, it's Mao Zedong, it's China, it's evil. You see, they don't teach it in universities. They don't even mention it. It's like evil immediately. And these African sites like Farrakhan is cancelled, Phil Valentine is cancelled. Any black nationalist, immediately when he speaks out against oppression, he gets cancelled for being a racist. So that's how the white right gaslights black consciousness. They call it racist. That's a way of accusing a victim of genocide and slavery. No, somehow you are the racist against white people. That's bullshit. So, the white men in the right wing side are used to be able to say whatever they want, insult whoever they want, decide the narrative however they want, and they are used to canceling anyone who doesn't agree with their Western narrative as false information, false news, hateful speech, etc. That's the norm. What's happening in the world is that you have a browning of the population. You have a more mixed population. You have more black people coming up in power. You have more Indian people coming up in power, more Middle Eastern people coming up in power, more women coming up in power. So now the black people, the brown people, the women have a powerful position and influence to actually say what we have been thinking for 100 years, that it's offensive. Can you stop talking like that? And the white power structure on the right-wing side are not used to that. They are not used to being challenged. They are not used to not being able to get away with their filthy speech, with their derogatory speech towards women, their derogatory speech towards black people. It has never been okay. It has not been okay for the last 400 years. It's just that there's never been enough people from those other minorities in powerful positions to challenge it. So it's not that the freedom of speech is under threat. It's that the norm is changing. The norm in the world is changing. It's just that the right-wing side, with men who are usually white in power, have to cope with the rules that the rest of the world has. Now they are being more cancelled like the rest of us have been cancelled. I have been cancelled so many times on TikTok and banned because I speak about critical race theory. They call it hate speech, you see? So Phil Valentine's videos are immediately cancelled from YouTube. So don't come to me and complain that somehow, freedom of speech is under threat. The other narrative has never been accepted. The black people's story has never been accepted. Sufism, you don't even know what Sufism is, because the white man decides that Salafism from Saudi Arabia is what Islam is. And then the Sufi sheikh, you don't hear it anywhere online, you see? Sufism altogether is cancelled. Gnosticism is altogether cancelled. So, and Putin is completely cancelled. RT is cancelled. The Russian narrative is cancelled. So don't come to me and say, that there is somehow freedom of speech. Yeah, freedom of white speech. Yeah, white people can say whatever they want, and black people cannot. Then when black people say it's hate speech. So what's happening is that the norms are changing. There are more people from minorities in powerful positions that can say, hey, dude, this is not okay. That kind of speech, to use the N-word, is not okay. It was never okay. It's just that we couldn't do anything about it. Now we can. And now many people in the right wing, usually white men, feel that their freedoms are taken from them. And I say that they are easily offended, very easily offended. They have to follow the rules that everyone else has to. They are not privileged anymore. They can't get away with saying whatever the hell they want and decide the narrative, and everyone else gets canceled like they used to. Now you have socialist professors, communist professors, you have mystics talking, you have black consciousness people talking. All of these people you have canceled for hundreds and hundreds of years get to talk, and we get to challenge it. So the world is changing. You are having a browning of the population, which is good. A mix. It's beautiful, very beautiful. And then the old power structures are changing. They can't get away with what they used to get away with. And they call it cancel culture, and that freedom of speech is under threat. No, it isn't. This is how the world has been for the rest of us. Now you just have to play on the same rules basis as the rest of us. Peace!